Hello and welcome to the Electrical Engineering Bootcamp. In this episode, we're going to talk about load characteristic and diversity factor. Load characteristics varies on the type of load, such as residential versus industrial versus commercial. And different insights can be gathered if load characteristics were captured at different time frame. For example, daily load curves would provide you with different information than yearly load curves. Daily load curves will give you an idea when daily peak occurs, whereas annual load curves will give you an idea how load is impacted with different months and or seasons of the year. Now, what are the typical load characteristics? Residential loads usually peaks on evenings. Industrial and or commercial loads usually peak at work hours because that's usually when they are being operated during work times. With annual curves, you will see peak loads when air conditioners or heaters were often most used. Regardless of which curves and what time frame that you're looking at, these curves often reviews the working, sleeping, eating, and other habits of consumers that consumes electricity. Diversity factor. Sometimes even the load size is the same. They may not peak at the same time due to different behaviors or diversity of the load. This means that the peak of a feeder may not be the sum of all the loads at maximum capacity. The sum of the maximum demands of all the consumers supplied by the feeder divided by actual maximum demand on the feeder times 100% gives you what is called the diversity factor. Diversity versus load factor. The smaller the load factor equals the less chance of the maximum demands of two loads being simultaneous. Domestic load has the highest diversity factor compared to industrial loads. Potential risk to residential system. The potential risk of the residential system is that the design of that system is based on legacy diversity factor. However, new technology that is surfacing right now may disrupt the use of the diversity factors and in turn causes reliability issues on the electric system. The factors that I am mentioning include the Bitcoin mining machine as well as the electric vehicle charging. The reason for that is because the Bitcoin mining machine and as well as electrical vehicle charging might actually lead to a consistent load for a long time frame, particularly with the Bitcoin mining machine because you might actually mine for the entire day, which is exactly a very consistent and constant load to the system, and that would hurt the diversity factor. Also, another thing would be the distributed generation, because distributed generation means that you have either solar panels or other renewable energy production means in the residential household, and this would actually affect the direction of which power would go, which in turn would affect the diversity factor of the residential system. I hope you enjoy this episode in the Electrical Engineering Bootcamp. And if you wish to connect with me, I would be more than happy to show you more in the electrical engineering world. Um, for the latest news in the world of electrical engineering, please connect with me through Twitter, which my handle is at EEBootCamp. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest free training videos for you to have more knowledge about electrical engineering and the various industries that are in the electrical engineering world. Lastly, if you wish to connect with me on LinkedIn, please send me a link of your profile to EEBootCamp at yahoo.com. And after I receive the link to your profile, I will send you a personal invite to connect in LinkedIn. Again, thank you for your time. Have a good one. Bye for now.